So this class is a standing balance class. It's about half an hour long and you just need a strap. Okay, let's have a look at our alignment then to begin with. So we want to have our feet about hip distance apart, and then looking down at your feet, get the outside edges of your feet as straight as you can. Back your weight up through your heels, and let's find that neutral pelvis, so we're not tucking our bottom under, we're not tipping it right forwards, it's kind of halfway between those 2 points, and then let your ribs just relax down. Arms are down by your sides, looking into the distance and growing tall through the top of your head. Let's just take a few breaths there. Just kind of grounding yourself, anchoring those feet down into the floor, spread your toes. Letting go of any tension, anything that you were holding on to. Let's just do one more breath there. We're going to start with some heel raises. So you're just going to rise up onto the balls of your feet and then lowering down nice and controlled. Again, rising up onto the balls of your feet and lowering down with control. So try and make it slow, because it's really tempting when we do any balance exercises to go really quick, to kind of use momentum rather than our balance. So we want to slow things down, so slowly rising up and then slowly lowering down. So we're purposely not doing the arms to begin with, so we're just seeing how we are without using the arms for extra balance, but we are going to add the arms this time. So as you rise up, reach your arms up towards the sky, circle your arms out to the sides, lowering your heels as you lower your hands. Let's do that again. Coming up, circle and lower, and again coming up. We're going to just reverse the arm circle this time, so circling out and up, and then just lowering down through the front. So because this is a balance class, if you need to at any time, you can go near a wall to give you just like a little bit of extra support, or you can grab yourself a chair or something to hold on to if that feels good for you. We're going to carry on with our heel raises, but we're going to take the hands out of it again, the arms out of it again, and we're going to have our hands just in that kind of prayer position there. So nice and wide through your chest and shoulders, relax your shoulders down away from your ears, and again let's rise up onto the balls of the feet and then lowering down nice and controlled. See how slow you can go. Up and lowering super, super slow. Keep going. Let's do 2 more like that. Hello. This time, turn your head to look to one side. Let's see if that affects our balance. Can you come up? And again, super slow as you lower down. Really good. As you lower down this time, just give your legs a little shake. Just release your hands. We are going to do the other side, but just give yourself, we don't want to create any tension. When you feel ready, we're going to do the other side, so you're just going to turn your head to the other side, and again, rising up onto the balls of your feet and lowering down nice and controlled. Is it different, one side to the other? I always feel that I'm much better the first side than this side. How does it feel for you? One more here. Coming back in through centre. This time, look up. How does that affect your balance? Do you find that you come up as high? Just notice. And then again, just a little release, just give your arms and legs a little shake. We're going to do one more set, and this time we're going to look down towards the floor. So when you feel ready, find hands together again, looking down towards the floor, and can you come up? Now when we do here, I find it really difficult looking down. I either come up too high, or I struggle to come up at all. So it takes a lot of focus and concentration for me to look down. Alright, hold it there. You don't have to try this one. Can you try it with your eyes closed? Okay, so if you don't want to try it with eyes closed, don't. But if you're going for it, let's have a little see how it affects you with your eyes closed. Obviously you can go near a wall if you feel more happy. And as you lower down this time, again, arms and legs just a little shake. It's amazing how much our balance is affected by our vision and where we're looking at. So that's just a nice little way to play with that one. So we're going to just balance on one leg. So it's up to you. You can kind of bring that knee out in front, or you can just lift the leg off the floor. But find your balance on one leg and just hold it there. Let's try the other side. Find your balance. Just standing on one leg. Really simple, really easy. Nobody's going to notice if you do that at the supermarket. Oh, they go back to your first side. Hold it there. Go back to that second side. Hold it there. Ooh. All right. Go back again to that first leg. Let's hold it there. Let's again bring those hands together. We're going to do a twist here. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, just twist to the side. It doesn't matter which side, because we're going to do both sides. Inhale as you come back in through centre, and then exhale to twist to the other side. Inhale again to come through centre. Exhale, twist. Inhale, centre. Exhale, twist. Inhale, centre. Can you do one more to each side? And it doesn't matter if you're wobbling. Wobbling's good. As you come in through centre this time, release that leg down. Ooh, give it a little shake. This will make you warm as well. All right, other side. Let's find that single leg lift. Holding there. Let's again bring our hands together. Inhale to grow tall, and exhale as you twist. Inhale through centre, and exhale, twist. How are you on this side? Remember, you can go near the wall, if you need to. I start to open my hands apart, so I just end up with the fingertips together. Have to tap down. And then release. Give those legs a little shake. We're going to do some pelvic lifts now. So come back to feet hip width apart. Pressing all of your weight really firmly down into that one leg to allow your other leg to float off the floor, and then lower down with control. We're going to stay on the same side. So again, finding that pelvic lift and lowering down. So just up and down. Notice where your weight is. Try and keep your weight back through your heel. So all of the work is in this standing leg, in this hip. We don't want to be using our back here. This time, can you lift it and hold it here? How long can you hold it? They say a good challenge is about 2 minutes. I don't think I've ever tried it for 2 minutes. Maybe that should be our challenge for January. At the end of January, can we hold a 2-minute pelvic lift? All right, let it go. Let's switch and try the other side. So again, pressing down into that leg, allowing the other foot to float up away from the floor. So we want it to be easy and gentle. We don't want it to be a lot of strain, hiking up with our back here. Keeping your weight back through your heel. And slow and controlled. So again, this is one of those movements that if we don't have quite the strength that we need to keep it controlled, that we'll kind of do it quick. And again, using momentum, especially for me on this side. Notice. And as you come up this time, hold it again, keeping that weight back through your heel. Find something to focus on maybe that's not moving, so probably not me. You want something that's not moving, and that really does help with your balance. Really good. All right, and then let it go. Give your legs a little shake again. So we're going to try that pelvic lift again, and we're going to try our head in different positions. So go back to your first side. Let's find that pelvic lift. So lifting one leg off the floor, so we're really pressing down into that leg. And we're just going to hold the legs here, and we're going to turn our head to one side. We're going to turn our head to the other side. We're going to come back in through centre. We're going to look up to the ceiling, and we're going to look down to the floor. Let's do that again. So look to one side. Look to the other side, look to the ceiling, and look to the floor. Can you do one more time, keeping that pelvic lift, side, side, looking up, and looking down. I had to put my foot down then, and come back in through centre, and release that lift, and just give your legs a little shake. So maybe you managed to do all of that without putting your foot down. I had to put mine down. And that's my good side. Let's try the other side. So again, find that pelvic list, hold it once you're happy with your position. And again, can you look to the side and to the other side? Can you look up and down? Again, look to the side, side, look up and down. One more time, side, side, looking up. Oh, I have to put my foot down again and down. Coming back in through centre. Give your legs a little shake out. It's tough, isn't it? Moving your head around when you've not got something to focus on. Really good. Okay, so let's have a look at some tree balances then. So let's start with the toes down on the floor. So we're going to have toes of one foot on the floor, heel just above your opposite ankle. And then let's have a look what's happening with our hips. So have we kind of dropped into our hip? Try and find that level pelvis, hip bones are level and pointing forwards. And we've just got that knee out to the side. How does that feel? If you feel really stable and happy there, maybe you want to challenge your balance by lifting that foot away from the floor and bringing it perhaps a little higher while still keeping that pelvis nice and level. Maybe you're super good and you're really good in balance and you want to come higher still. Find the point at which it's a challenge but it's doable. And then hold there. I'm going to drop my foot down just a little bit there and hold there. So we're just going to take some deep breaths, maybe bringing your hands together. If you need to use your hands for balance, feel free to take your hands out to the side or of course hold on to the wall. But if you don't need those hands, let's bring them here. Take a couple of deep breaths. And then just release the hands and release that leg. Let's try the other side. So again, let's start with the toes on the floor, heel just above your opposite ankle. Level out your hips again, find those hip bones pointing forwards, same height. How does that feel on this side? Again, maybe challenge yourself to bring that leg a little higher. How high can you go and still balance? Notice if it makes you shift your hip right out to the side. If you've really shifted out, try and draw that hip in. We still want to keep that level pelvis. Find a position that you're happy with. And again, if you don't need the hands for balance, let's bring them in through centre and hold here for a couple of breaths. Really good. And then we're going to release the hands and release the leg. Give your legs just a little shake out here. We're going to go back to the first side again and we're going to move the arms around a little bit this time. So it's again just adding a little bit more challenge. So find that tree shape that works for you on your first side, wherever you're happiest. Checking out that those hips are nice and even, and then bringing your hands together again here. All right, when you're ready, we're going to release the hands down. We're going to circle the arms out to the sides, bringing the hands together overhead, and then just bringing the hands all the way back down to your start position. Do that again, release the hands. I'm inhaling here as I reach up. Hands come together, and then I'm exhaling as I come down through centre. Let's do one more like that. I'm going to reverse the hands this time. So inhale as you reach those hands up and overhead, and then exhale as you release the hands all the way down and come back to your start position. Let's do that again. Reaching up, growing tall. Release your hands, circle down. Really good. Can you do one more? Did you manage it without putting your foot down? Give your legs a little shake out, and we're going to do the same on the other side. So when you're ready, find the position on this side, and it could be different from one leg to the other, and especially now if you're getting a little bit tired, find that nice level pelvis and bring your hands together. Are you ready? We're going to reach the arms out, up and overhead, bringing those hands together, and then coming down through centre. Good job. Again, open out. One more time this way. Interesting. Let's go the other way. Reach your hands up. And then release and circle down. Again. Oh dear, see I'm really not very good on this side. Last one. I hope you're doing better. than I am with this one. And release and come all the way down. And again, release those legs. Give your legs a little shake. Let's do a little prance here. So alternate heel lifts and just have a little moment there. Okay, we're going to stick with the tree a little bit longer, but we're going to have our toes on the floor again this time. Heel just above your opposite ankle, and then again take a moment to find that nice level pelvis. With this one, we're going to bring the knee in through centre and then open it out. So pelvis stays still, it's just that leg coming in and out here. So again, nice little balance, challenge for us. And we can multitask here as well. So let's bring those hands together. Now this time, as your knee opens out to the side, I want you to twist your upper body and take your hands to the opposite side and then come back in through centre. Try that again. You're twisting the opposite way with your arms in your upper body. If it's too much with the arms as well, you can just do just the leg. Try 2 more. One more time, twist. And come back in. And we're just going to switch sides. So when you're ready, find that on the other side. And again, let's just do a few, just making sure that we're happy with that leg turning in and out. We're able to keep our pelvis still and we're not having to twist our whole body. And then we're going to bring the hands together. And again, if you want to, as the leg goes out to the side, we're going to twist our upper body the other way. Good job. And then as you come in this time, release. And let's do another little prance again, lifting each heel in turn and just loosening everything off. Nice. Let your arms just be floppy and let's just do a little gentle twist here. Nice. Okay, so we're going to go back to those knee raises again now. So let's just again have a little go on each side, lifting the knee, holding for a moment and then placing that leg down and switching sides. Again, one on each side, lifting and lowering. Just taking a moment to just make sure that we are controlled and then lift and hold that knee up. We're going to circle our ankle this time. And then can you reverse and circle the other way? Really nice. Placing that foot down. Let's try the other side. So lifting and then let's circle. And circle the other way. Ooh, clicky knee, clicky ankle even on that side. Lowering that leg down. Go back to your first side again. So lifting that knee and hold there. Let's bring those hands together again. And then we're going to open one arm out. We're going to open the other arm out. We're going to bring one hand back in. And then the other hand back in. Let's do that again. Open one arm. 2 arm. Bring one arm in. 2 arms in. Last time. Open. Open, close, close. Now we're going to open both at the same time. Open the arms out, ooh, and then bring them back together. Open the arms out and bring them together. Have you got one more of those in you? Open out and bring them together and release the leg down and a little shake. Should we try that on the other side? So again, let's find that knee lift. Bringing those hands together. And again, we're going to open up one arm, 2 arm, bring one in and 2 in. Again, open, open, close, close. One more like this. And then we're going to do both arms together. Are you ready? Open both arms and bring them both in and open and bring them in. Let's do one more like that. Open and then bring them in and release the hand, release the leg, a little shake. Some little shoulder rolls might be nice here too. Go the other way. Okay, so we're going to start to challenge ourselves a little bit more, get a little bit more strength work in there as well. I'm going to turn to the side so you can kind of see what we're doing. So we're going to start to take one leg behind and reach our arms out in front. We need to do a pelvic lift to do this. So press one leg really firmly down into the floor so that you're really using that hip, and then we're going to reach both arms forward and take one leg back. Now you can choose how far you want to take yourself here and then bring the hands and the leg back in. Find that pelvic list, arms reach forwards, leg reaches back, and come back in. Now you can challenge yourself to go really far forwards if you want to, as long as you can control it. Come back down. If you're a rib thruster, just watch, because it's really tempting here to kind of lead with the ribs and really arch your back. So we want to keep the ribs drawn in. We're staying on that same side. And if you're super good and your balance is amazing, maybe you don't need to put your foot down as you come back through. Maybe you can do it without your foot touching the floor at all. Alright, making that your last one, let's try the other side. So again, finding that pelvic list first, and then reaching your arms forwards and taking that leg back. You can of course do this against a wall, if you don't feel that your balance is quite there with this movement. But again, you're just competing against yourself and seeing if you can do a little bit better than perhaps you did last time. But your balance will vary from day to day. It depends how tired you are, it depends what you've been doing. And again, if you don't need to put your foot down, can you do a couple in a row without putting your foot down? Watching those ribs. And is it the same on both sides? Making this your last one. And then as you come up, give those legs a little shake, give those shoulders a little roll, really good. Okay, so we're going to do our pelvic list again, so pressing one foot really firmly down into the floor, and we're just going to swing that free leg forwards and backwards. So we need to have enough space so that we can swing that leg and it's not going to be hitting the floor. And we're just going to swing forwards and backwards. Notice if your pelvis is kind of going, if your whole body's trying to go. And we want to try and keep everything else fairly still. It's just a leg swing. Of course, you can hold onto a wall or something if you need to. Good job. All right, let's try that on the other side. So find that pelvic list to give you the space so that your foot can clear the floor. Trying to keep the rest of your body fairly still. Good job. All right. We're going to go back to the first side and we're going to take the leg, find the pelvic list again, give us space, take the leg out to the side and then just bring it in. Don't touch the floor if you don't need to, but if you need to, then obviously do. Taking the leg out and then bringing it back in. Taking it out, bringing it back in. Good. Notice where your weight is. Try and keep your weight more towards your heel. And of course, use your arms if you need to. 2 more. Switch sides. Again, find that pelvic list nice and strong in that standing leg. Taking the leg out to the side and then bringing it in. So if you need to put the foot down to have a little rest each time, then do. But see if you can challenge yourself to keep the foot off the floor. Two more. Give them a little shake. Okay, so this time we're going to again find that pelvic list so that we're nice and stable. We're going to bring the leg across the front, out to the side, and then take it behind. In front and behind. Again, if you need to, hold onto a wall or a chair, whatever you've got. Control it. So we're trying not to kind of just really swing and use a lot of momentum and be all over the place. We're trying to keep it fairly controlled. She says, falling over. Last one. Try that on the other side. So again, find your nice, strong, stable leg and bring it across and behind. Last one. Give them a shake. Okay. So we're going to find that pelvic list again, and then we're going to kind of transfer our weight around to give us a little bit more of a challenge, because you need more of a challenge than what we're already doing. So find that pelvic list again. So pressing one leg really firmly down into the floor. Let's take that leg forwards. How about if you take that leg back? How about can you take it out to the side? Can you bring it across? Let's lean into this a little bit more. So as you take the leg back, let's lean forwards. As you bring the leg forwards, woo, lean back without falling. Taking it out to the side, can you lean? And then bring it across. So it's like you're falling, you're kind of practicing falling and then righting yourself again. So if you need to bring that leg, the foot down to the floor in between each move, then do. But just move your body around. Can you kind of take yourself as far as you can and then right yourself without falling? Really pressing firmly into this standing leg, that's your support. Do one more in each direction. Just kind of moving around forwards, backwards, out to the side. And you can use your arms if you need to for balance. Oh, how much work is that standing leg doing? Should we try the other side? Find that pelvic list again. And again, let's just try. You can make it small. You can just take the leg forwards and back and out and across. Or if you want to add more challenge, that's when you can add that lean. Can you right yourself? How far can you go before you lose it and you fall completely over? And is it the same on this side as it was on the other? How much do you need your arms? Maybe you don't need them at all. Ooh. It's so easy to just go that little bit too far, isn't it? Let's do one more time. Forwards and back. And side to side. Let's press.